until now on the YouTube channel, we've been kind of like not really showing off the fact that we are at IU, but we figure fuck it. We got a beautiful campus, and we might as well take advantage of that. Okay, so far we've managed to not be spotted by anyone we know, which is good. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you might have noticed we went through a little bit of a rebranding. We are now Musical Margella. We're really proud of the new branding and the new header, so keep it if you haven't. We've got another special video for you today. And in this one, we're gonna be talking a little bit of shit. We're gonna go over like 3 to 4 of our favorite trends that have been absolutely ruined by Hypebeasts. We even styled outfits that kind of resemble those, and probably the worst outfits we've ever worn on this channel.
Yes, by far.
We're going to kind of talk about what those trends are, and then we're gonna break down the fits, and we're gonna show you a little bit of B-roll and how stupid we looked in them.
All right, so first off, shout out to Young Lean.
Emotional shawty seen this bitch, Machiavelli. Bitches come and go, bro.
The first trend that we both agreed on that like has totally been killed by people with horrible outfits, wearing a large designer belt with the big logo on it. For this instance, I went ahead and wore my Gucci belt.
Ripped jeans, black nails, and a studded Gucci belt.
And I had to tuck it into my jeans because, you know, people showing off their belt really gotta show their belt and tuck in their pants and like make sure that big logo is nice and showing, which is a horrible look. If you build your outfit around your belt, 9 times out of 10, or really 10 times out of 10, it's gonna look really poor. Oh, I have an expensive belt, bro, this is so sick. But it's like, yeah, you're wearing like $30 jeans and like a $10 shirt with like a $400 belt. Like, something's off. You obviously just want to flex, and that look is really not good for anybody or on anybody. So definitely stray away from that if you're getting into the fashion game. At the end of the day, it looks like shit.
The next thing that we kind of both like but have agreed that Hypebeasts have absolutely ruined, wearing kind of the dad silhouette of shoe, the clunky shoe with really tight skinny jeans. It looks absolutely awful. It doesn't fall right. In my fit, I chose to wear my Raf Simons Oswegos, and then I paired them with a pair of Armani jeans that are slim straight, and I now theorize that people that go for slim straight jeans like that really just can't make up their mind. Dad shoes with skinny pants definitely doesn't look good. Looks very unproportional. In the opening of the shoe, there's just too much space there, too much of a tongue, and it just looks absolutely terrible. It looks cluttered.
So you see like rappers do that all the time. The Louis Bell with the Balmain jeans that are like skin tight, and then they'll have on like the Balenciaga triple S's. Not only has that look been overdone like so many times, but it was not good the first time. Young Thug has done it, and that was like the only time it kind of looked okay. God damn, did fucking rappers run with that one, and it was fucking horrible.
It exaggerates the look of the dad shoe in a way that it really wasn't intended to be, I think, and that is why I personally hate it. The next trend that we tried to highlight was dad hats, and I honestly only wore dad hats like before recently, and I started getting into trucker hats. We actually have a video on that, comparing Taylor's Gucci hat with a $60 other trucker hat, so check that out if you haven't. Dad hats, obviously Kanye was wearing them. We mentioned Young Lean in the Kyoto video. He had the polo cap on. So dad hats had their moment. They were really good for a while, I think. They captured a vibe, but then people started just wearing like fake Yeezus hats.
Hats with text messages saying like I miss you and fucking the world's corniest shit ever. God,
oh my God.
Rough out here for the dad hats. But with that being said, like, they still are acceptable in my eyes. They just have to be done right, and a lot of them are super corny. So like, as long as you stray away from the ones that are super corny, I feel like it's okay. If you look at brands like NASA Seasons, like that's kind of how they got popular, and I still think they're one of the best to do that dad hats. And also brands like Helder Vices, like Gianna Mora made the hat. It's like, fuck, I forget what it says. It's like, do you think I'm crazy or some shit, which is kind of corny, but like at the same time he was the first to do it. So like at the time it was cool, but the trend has definitely been killed by Hypebeasts.
We tried to do that justice in our fits. I'm gonna let Taylor break down his fit from top to bottom and kind of talk about how he addressed some of these trends.
I'll just start at the top and go down to the bottom. I didn't have any really like dad hats, so I went in my roommate's room, who's actually not here. He had like a Fila dad hat, which is not a bad hat at all, but it fit what I was talking about perfectly. It kind of reminded me of the polo hat. They're not too offensive, but when they're in the wrong fit, they can be really offensive, and that's what I was trying to accomplish with this look. The next piece I had on was a Ted Baker polo, which like fits me pretty tight, makes me look like kind of big or whatever. I see rappers doing this shit a lot, and you know I had to tuck that bitch into my super skinny, my skinniest pair of jeans, which are a Lease on Life Society pair of jeans. Shout out Everbotto. That look is just horrible, and then once you have the shirt tucked into the Gucci belt, it really just takes things to a whole nother level of shitty. You scroll down a little bit and then you're like, oh, it got even worse because the shoes look like they're a million times bigger than they actually are because the pants are suffocating my calves.
Your favorite rapper's fit.
There we go. Now it's worse.
Altogether, I will never be seen in that outfit ever again, but it was kind of funny to just like walk around and think that someone out there is probably like, oh, that looks pretty good.
When we went out to shoot the B-roll, we were scared like this is gonna be the time where we go out and shoot B-roll where somebody's like, yo, those outfits are hard. Surprisingly, it didn't happen because it's rainy as shit out and there was really no one on campus. But for my outfit, starting from the top down, I didn't wear a hat because we obviously couldn't find any dad hats that were better than the Fila one. Dad hats don't even fit my hair at this point because it's just so everywhere, as you can tell. I chose to wear the Fred Perry track jacket that I broke down in my fall winter pickups video. I chose to style it all the way zipped up, and it's a nice tight jacket. It kind of reminds me of like a Kappa jacket, so I figured that would go really well with this whole aesthetic. For the pants, I wore a pair of Armani jeans that were slim straight. I kind of addressed this earlier, but yeah, they're slim straight. They stack like shit. The opening of the jeans is not big enough to accommodate a shoe like the Oswego's, which I also wore. And I intentionally sagged a little bit because I wanted them to kind of stack a little. Really, I was uncomfortable in the fit. Luckily, we didn't see anyone we know out.
Yeah, it was a fun experience to like go out and be in something that you would never wear, something that like you actually kind of hate, because just the thought of it is funny, really. I don't know how else to put it.
Taylor looks so funny. Like, he's obviously a pretty big dude. Just in that Ted Baker polo with the skinny ass pants and the Easy 500s, it just looked hilarious. Let us know if there's any trends that you guys see that are absolutely being ruined as we speak.
Brands like Supreme are kind of going down the drain because of Hypebeasts. We didn't want to get into all that. We wanted to choose like 3 specific trends.
Let us know whose fit was worse. I think that's going to be the winner of this little fit challenge. Hope you guys like the rebranded channel. Hope you guys enjoy Musical Margiela. More content is definitely on the way. We've got exciting stuff coming. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you feel compelled, and share us with your friends and your mom and your dad.
And your grandma and your grandpa. And cousins.
Yes. I know you guys got cousins. White people have cousins too, I swear.
Lots of them.
We're going to catch you guys later. Deuces.
Keep that kush up on me, cause I keep that kush up on me. Kush from Afghanistan.